As game developers, we can have a tendency to outsmart ourselves. When we're designing something, because we know the inside of it, we might decide that we need to make it a lot more complicated than is necessary. Or when we've had something that we've been carrying around in our design documents, in our development for a long time, in some cases many years, we might get sick of it and decide, you know what, we need to change this. We need to add extra complexity. At first you might think, well, that's okay. It doesn't really have much of a consequence on the player. But the reality is when we move away from easily understood, easily communicated systems and narrative and metaphor, we can lose the player. We can end up with complexity that is detracting from the experience. I'm going to use two examples from BioWare's history, one which shipped and one which did not. When you look at Dragon Age Inquisition, let me ask this question. What is Corypheus' plan? What is his final goal? And what are the steps he's taking to get to that goal? His actual final goal is to restore the majesty of the Tevinter Imperium. And one of his steps along the way is to become a god. If become a god is step 2 on your plan, you may have lost the thread. Corypheus is trying to restore the majesty of the Tevinter Imperium. But what the player understands is that he's trying to become a god. So when we look at some of the things that he's doing, it can be confusing as to why he's doing these specific things. What is he doing at Halem Shral? What's the goal here? Through the lens of become a god, it doesn't make much sense. Why does he care about what's going on in Orlais? From the perspective of strengthen Tevinter, okay, it kind of makes sense. Destabilize and weaken the Orlesian kingdom in order to allow more space for the Tevinter Imperium to move in and take more territory or become more powerful on the world stage. Similarly, in the case of the Wardens, what's he trying to do? Why is he doing this? Well, he's doing this to take a powerful organization, the Grey Wardens, off of the board if he can. Maybe that makes sense from the perspective of become a god as well as strengthen the Tevinter Imperium, but it's not super clear. When you step back and look at Corypheus' motivations, when you step back and look at what Corypheus is doing, those motivations aren't always coming through to the player. It's not always clear why he would do some of the things that he is doing beyond, I'm the evil guy in the evil game. When you dig in and you build your board with red thread and pictures on a cork board, yeah, you can kind of piece it together. It all does make sense at some level, but that level is complicated in a way that isn't always clearly communicated to the player. So you can lose players along the way because you've added extra complexity, because every step along the way, as you were putting this story together, you understood all of the intricacies, you understood everything that was going on, and therefore you felt like you needed to make it more complicated in order to make it interesting. But what you ended up doing, instead of making it more interesting, is you simply made it more confusing, and you lost the thread with a lot of players. And rather than making it more interesting, you actually made it less interesting, because what you ended up with was an overarching story that had pieces in it that weren't always clearly motivated to the player. Now, I would argue that in the case of Dragon Age Inquisition, that's okay, because it's really a story about gathering a party, getting to know that party, strengthening that party, moving through different obstacles along with the way to ultimately reach the climax and stop Corypheus and save the world in that way. But there is more there that's being lost for a lot of players because we outsmarted ourselves, because we decided that the story needed to be more complicated than it needed to be. The other example I've talked about before is the Phoenix in Revolver, in Jade Empire 2, in Jade Empire Modern. The Phoenix was going to be sort of the title or what you represented in Jade Empire Modern. You were one of the places where magic was coming back into the world. You were going to have magical powers. So what was the nature of these magical powers? Well, for a long time on Jade Modern, those magical powers were the cavitation of probabilities. You might think, well, Phoenix, shouldn't those powers be fire? And yeah, you're absolutely right. If you're going to have a character named the Phoenix that's going to have magical powers, there are only really two logical powers that make sense that require no communication: fire and maybe coming back from the dead. But anything else is going to require an explanation, and you're going to have this dissonance in your storytelling. In the case of Jade Modern, this was happening because for a long time there was this feeling that anything the player did needed to make sense. If you were using a melee weapon, you needed to understand why I didn't just use a gun. If I was doing magical powers, there needed to be a scientific backing for those magical powers, as opposed to just letting it be magic coming back into the world, and that's good enough. Instead of it being weird things are happening, we don't know why, that's good enough. Instead of I use a melee weapon because against the magical entities, it is an extension of my body and my life force allows me to harm these things. As a gun, they are highly resistant to the gun. You can easily hand wave away an explanation. But in the case of Jade Modern or Revolver, it was felt that there needed to be a logical backing behind these things. But again, like the overarching story in Dragon Age Inquisition, what you've done is you've actually reduced the readability of what you have. Rather than, this is a cool game where I have fire powers and I hit demons with swords in a weird semi-magical modern setting, you end up in this strange place where I have some sort of quantum manipulation powers. What does that even mean? And someone has to give their dissertation or TED Talk to explain to me why I'm using a melee weapon. We can become overly concerned about being clever, overly concerned about things making sense, when often the player doesn't care, doesn't need to understand, needs only the loosest of framework to hang their understanding on. And in our effort to try to do more, in our effort to try to make it hold up to scrutiny, we can actually end up undermining that goal. We can make it worse rather than better by concerning ourselves too much with moving away from the obvious answer. The advantage of the obvious answer, the advantage of the cliché, is that it's really easy for the player to understand. And then you can layer your special twist on top of that. Rather than going off in a completely tangential direction, you are able to build your own changes onto something the player has an immediate visceral understanding on. A place where Dragon Age does a really good job of this is with elves. So elves in Dragon Age are basically normal Tolkien elves, but ... And those buts are, they've lost a lot of their culture, their immortality, which they used to have, has been lost. And they don't necessarily have a clean understanding of what they once were. That has become corrupted over time. In human lands, they are an oppressed race. That's great because that's really easy to explain. It's really easy for the player to understand. You start with something they do understand, these immortal Tolkien-style elves, and then you change that into something that is different, is ownable, but you're not losing that understanding along the way. In almost all cases, the act of putting something into a game will cause enough change, will cause enough of your own spin to be applied to it for that to be different from the player's perspective. We can become concerned about being too simplistic, about being too cliche, but just by it being us that's doing it, almost always that will be enough to change it away from our reference material. Cliches are often cliches for a reason, and often they carry a lot of power. If we become so concerned about steering away from that, we can steer too hard and result in something that makes no sense to a player. Start with the cliche, try to just implement that, and what you probably will find in 9 times out of 10 is just the act of implementing the thing that everyone else does will result in enough differences leaking in that it feels like something different to most players. Now, you have to be disciplined because it won't feel different enough to you potentially. And you're going to feel that temptation to add extra complexity, to twist it into 1,000 knots, potentially rendering it unintelligible. Test it. Trust that that first idea is often the best idea. Simple isn't inherently bad. It's understandable. Cliched isn't inherently bad. It's understandable. We are all independent beings. The act of us putting a simple thing or a cliched thing into our game will cause that thing to become seasoned to some degree. And almost always that seasoning will be enough for the player to enjoy it, to get entertainment from what they are experiencing. When we become overly concerned about adding extra complexity, about steering away from the things that other people have done, it can work. It can result in new things being created, but often what it results in is things that are confusing, in things that are hard to explain, in things that are not fully baked. This isn't about treating players like they're stupid. They're not stupid. It's about not overcorrecting and giving the player something to draw upon when they are enjoying the game that you are making. A special thanks to my members. They provide the resources that this channel needs to keep running. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's a link to that down in the description. We have a Patreon as well if you are more comfortable with that. We also have merch now. I'm wearing the If You Are Doing Triage and You Should Be Doing Triage shirt. This will be tagged in the video as well if you're interested in picking some merch up. What's a game that you played where they just lost you? Where they were obfuscating what was going on, or they had leaned away from understandable tropes so much that they lost the thread? What's an example where it was all cliches all day and it worked for you? Put some examples down in the comments. We'll have a discussion down there. I will see you again soon. Thank you.